Okay, so judge-free zone right now. This room isn't very well lit. Like right now, if I would have done it earlier, it would have been, but I just finished filming a while ago, so that's why this is a disaster. The daybed back there is a mess. There's like land and stuffed animals, but this is what the room is currently looking like. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you would have saw that I went and bought these huge bins. They do have like latch lids that come with them. So basically what I'm going to do is just go through all of my drawers and just fill these with makeup. Just because for me, I feel like if I just dump all of my makeup in these things, like not really doing it by category, then I'm going to declutter even more. Whoa, boobage. Declutter even more while I'm packing this up. But at the same time, I'm sure that once I unpack this, once we get into the new house, I'll be getting rid of more. I've already decluttered a ton. I filled a bag of makeup for my mom and my aunts that was like, no, not 44, 34 pounds, as well as a huge tote bag that I have full of stuff to do an Instagram giveaway with, and then makeup for friends and family. But if like all my makeup can't fit into these 4 bins, that's an issue because these things are huge. I think they're regularly $7.99, but I got them on sale for $5.99. I already have a feeling that so many people are already judging me and thinking that I'm like a complete slob because of that opening scene, but that's just real life, and that's just what this room looks like right now. So yeah, let's go ahead and start off with the tall unit and see how much I can get in these bins. So here is the taller Alex, and I'm sure many of you guys are already familiar with, along with junk stashed between here. So I'm going to start off with the primers. I'm thinking the best way to do this is just dump it all out and show you guys like a view of it down and just going through what I'm keeping, what I'm getting rid of. I'm just gonna go ahead and dump everything. These bins, if you're curious, you can just get these at Dollar Tree or Walmart. I will save these just because they fit perfectly both into the shorter drawers and the taller unit. All right, let's do this. I have both of these that are more like silicone based pore blurring primers. I never really use this one, so I'm gonna pass that one on, but keep this. This is the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Primer. I still like this. I like this on like enlarged areas around my nose. I'm gonna hold on to that. I have 2 here from Milani. This is another kind of blurring one, but I like having drugstore options. I'm gonna hold on to both of those. I honestly never use Benefit Professional anymore. I'm gonna pass that along. So here is the keep bin so far of the primers that I'm keeping. There's everything that we're getting rid of, and then moving on to, look, an empty drawer. I love it. Okay, drawer number 2 is powders. Look at this. Like, who needs this many powders? This is dumb. Okay, so here are powders, at least like all the powders that are just in the drawer, not like the 2 or 3 powders that I currently have on my vanity. So let's go ahead and do this. I have 2 of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Powders. I know one of these is like way too white, and then the other one is like more my color. Ugh. Okay, so I think it's this one. This one is super light. This sponge is gross. I need to throw that away. Nobody needs that. But this powder can be passed on, so I'm going to keep this powder and get rid of the other one. I have a Nye Banana Powder. Honestly, I prefer the Cameo powder way more. This is too yellow on me, so this one can go. Laura Mercier Eye Brightening Powder. I probably only have like 2 or 3 more uses, so I'm going to finish that up. So I'm just going to keep that guy out so I can finish it. Banana Powder by NYX, however, I love. I'm going to keep that. This is the Tarte Smooth Operator Primer. This is just another good like finishing powder. I will keep that. For translucent powders, I have the Chanel one, which this is just the universal powder. Love this, but I'm not too crazy about this Kat Von D translucent one. It just does not look very good on my skin, so I'm going to keep this and get rid of this one. I feel like decluttering powders isn't that interesting, so I'm gonna go ahead and zoom through this, finish it up, and then I will show you guys what I'm keeping and what is going away to their forever home. This is probably a little bit shaky, I apologize, but powders I did pretty good. I'm getting rid of either 23 or 24 powders, and I kept less than what I'm keeping, which is always good when decluttering. So I'm just gonna give you guys a quick little overview of what I'm getting rid of. Wow, I really need to work on my upper body strength. My arm is like burning after just holding it for like 20 seconds. Okay, so here is everything we're getting rid of. If you're curious, this is an Almay like eye makeup remover package thing, but my friend Lori gave me some of the RCMA powder. I know so many people rave about it. I just did not really care for it whatsoever. And then here is everything else, just an assortment of pressed powders and loose powders. And then here is the bin so far of what we're keeping. I'm probably going to have to tape that Coty powder though, just so that doesn't bust. And then there's two that are just having to go away. Like this is a NARS powder that's shattered, so I just don't even want to give that to anyone. This I will probably back to MAC, but I did also pull aside the Laura Mercier powder that I showed you guys earlier. Like what? Landon's stuff is taking over my room. There's this little drone, but then I also have this Makeup Forever Pro Finish powder that I just want to go ahead and finish that, so I'm just going to put that out. So keeping those two. Drawer number 2 is complete. This next drawer is going to kind of be a challenge because I love ColourPop. I think this is like double layered. So for these, I'm just going to go through and pull out the shades that I don't really use that much anymore, or any shadows that have kind of dried out. This one is going to take me a bit longer. Okay, so I knew ColourPop was going to be harder for me because I'm obsessed with ColourPop, and I honestly wasn't really planning on getting rid of too many of these. So these are the ones that I'm keeping. These are the ones that are still good enough to give to friends or family, but then these were ones that I went through, like I pretty much went and swatched all of them, or ones that I thought looked dry. These ones unfortunately were pretty dried out, so these ones are just going to have to be tossed, but overall, I'm still happy with what I am getting rid of. Okay, this next drawer are like backups and extras. So a lot of this stuff is probably just going to go with me because these are things that I can add into giveaways, or like I said, they're products that I know that I use that I'm going to want a backup of. But a lot of these other things, like extras of these, you will see in a future giveaway. So I think I'm pretty much just gonna pack all of this up in the bin. We can skip that drawer. Next is another drawer that's pretty similar to that. These are like a couple of backups as well as like drugstore items I haven't tried yet. This, however, is a drawer that we can go through. Upon further inspection, there were several things that I could just go ahead and give away in like the friends and family bin out of those 2 drawers. So all of this stuff is going in the giveaway bin. And then I did find 2 things here that I can still include in an Instagram giveaway. I have this ColourPop highlighter, can we focus please, as well as a Smashbox primer. So that's good to add more stuff into that already like ginormous bag, but we're making progress, y'all. I feel like this is such an awkward and unflattering angle, but whatever, it's gonna work. Okay, so this drawer here is actually kind of like my, not backup, but just an additional drawer of palettes, because the very bottom drawer in my squatty set of IKEA drawers, that kind of has like my more like go-to palettes that I use all the time. This is a drawer where there's still palettes that I love, but they're kind of like in rotation. So first up we have the Too Faced A La Mode palette, which I actually do like several of the shades in here, so I am going to hold on to this. This is an Inglot eyeshadow palette that I made at, I think at like my, very first eye mats that I ever went to. I was like clearly super into purples. Inglot shadows are great, but I'm just not really gonna use these shades. So this one, this magnet, when it pinches you, it's no joke. That's gonna go into the giveaway, not like giveaway, Instagram giveaway, but like giveaway as in like friends and family. Then I have the Tartelette as well as the Tartelette in Bloom palette. These aren't like my most favorite palettes ever, but I still like them, and I kind of have like a video idea in mind once I move with palettes, like a possible series. So I'm gonna hold on to this. I have the Urban Decay Naked Smoked, definitely going to keep this. I have the Estee Edit. This was the Kendall Jenner collab. There's multiple shades in here that I really, really like some of these toppers are gorgeous. This shadow here and the black in here was really nice, but I have other palettes that I like more. So this one is going to go. Another Too Faced palette. This is the Cat Eyes palette. It's harder for me to get rid of these ones just because like the packaging's so cute. This one's gonna go on the side as in like, hey, let me think about you for a little bit longer. This is the Stila In the Garden palette. I don't think they even make these anymore. I love the In the Light palette, and the shade Honey is so pretty. But I really don't feel like I'm going to use it that much, so I'm going to pass that one along. I think this was the very first like high-end palette that I ever purchased, the Original Naked. Clearly it got a lot of use. That one is making the cut. We have another Too Faced one. Love this. This is the Balm Appetite. I showed this and I was like, well, this is stupid. You can't get your shadows in there. I didn't realize this came down because I'm stupid. This shadow is gorgeous, and so is this one. I want to play with that one a little bit more. Let's see. This is the Jouer Essential Matte and Shimmer. I do like this. I definitely prefer their newer one though. This Springtime in Paris or whatever it's called. This is the Pure Transformation. Okay, this shade here is incredible. This gold is super, like look at this. It's kind of similar to the Dose of Colors one that I'm wearing right now. But I have shadows very similar to this, and I don't really care about the other items in the palette. You have like a cream contour and a cream blush. So I'm getting rid of that one. These Jouer powder eyeshadows. This was like that mermaid collection. Honestly, they're like pressed pigments. They're super foiled in duochrome, but I'm not going to use those colors. That can go. The Urban Decay Smoked palette. It's like the shadows in here are nice, but I feel like there's so many dupeable colors. So I'm going to pass that one along as well. This NARS palette, I love. I know a lot of people didn't pick this one up, but I actually really, really like it. Okay, I'm going to hold on to that. This is the Kat Von D Star Studded Eyeshadow Book. I bought this like on clearance at Sephora. It's like a nice palette, but I honestly never use it. Why are palettes harder to part with? Okay, but it needs to go because I'm not using it. It's not just gonna waste space. These are just empty. Yeah, there's an empty MAC blush palette in here, which I mean, this I can definitely still use. So we will hold on to that, as well as, I think this is another one. Oh, this has two of the Milani. Ooh, I'm annoyed at myself that I even took the time to depot all of these because they were a pain in the ass, but I'm gonna get rid of them. Like, they're really pretty, but honestly, I never use them. But just like that other MAC palette, I'm still going to hold on to that empty palette. Then we have the Morphe 35D. I just don't really care about these Morphe palettes. I know everyone's like, oh my God, but I don't know. I prefer Makeup Geek and ColourPop shadow, so I'm getting rid of that. The next drawer, this is another drawer of like backups and whatnot. So I have a Glam Glow Flash Mud. I'm gonna keep that, as well as the Thirsty Mud. I have a pack of these that I'm giving away too. So that one I would like to keep. That I haven't even tried this yet, the Tarte sponge, so I want to, as well as the e.l.f. sponges. I have the Makeup Forever, or not Makeup Forever, Makeup Geek lipsticks. I guess I can just go ahead and pull out the shades that I know I'm not going to use. So we have these two purple shades here. This can go. Box is so freaking cute, but it's like PR things make me feel guilty because you can't hold on to like every single box. Otherwise you'd basically be living in a cardboard box. Okay, I think most of these I can get rid of because I have so many lipsticks already, but this one, Candid. Oh, that's a me color, right? You know what? I'm gonna put all of these back in here. That way whoever decides to take this can have this box, right? That makes more sense. Okay, it is now 6:52, whoops, 6:52, whatever. You don't need to see it. Why I felt I need to show you, not quite sure. I took a quick break to make some dinner. We are having stuffed bell peppers that are baking right now. Also, jewelry had to come off and I had to change because it was getting super hot. So now I think what I'm going to do is going to pull out all of, excuse me, those things and put them in the bin, go through what I'm keeping, what I'm getting rid of. That is pretty much already decluttered though, so I don't really think I'll be getting rid of anything in there. I'm trying my best to like keep on filming while moving, but if y'all have ever like packed up a home before and stuff, you know it's pretty stressful. Like, Keegan works during the week and then I have Landon, so it's hard because it's like I don't want to waste Landon's entire summer just like packing, you know, but at the same time it needs to get done. So a lot of that has already been decluttered, so I'll just show you if I do end up pulling anything out of it, but I don't really think much will. I'm super proud. That galvanized bin that I showed you guys earlier, I've already completely filled. So I think I'm just gonna grab, because I bought 4 bins, I'm just gonna use 1 bin as a giveaway bin for right now until I need it, but I think I'm going to be good with possibly just 3. Because I've been pretty good with decluttering. And then obviously I do have to leave the tray of makeup that's on my filming table now because that's kind of like my everyday makeup. That way I'm not having to like go through these bins and find stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sort through that and check in with you guys here in a minute. I ended up keeping pretty much all of the lipsticks. However, I'm getting rid of 10, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 of the ColourPop Lippy Sticks. I love ColourPop, but I don't know, I still kept quite a few of these, but these were shades that I just really didn't think I was going to be wearing. So I'm getting rid of those. And then I did find yeah, that tub's basically completely full. A Lorac Pro pencil in lilac, like this purple. What was I thinking keeping this? This is actually really pretty. It's by Butter London. It's the Lippy Bloody Brilliant Lip Crayon in Toff. It comes with a built-in sharpener, but I kept a ColourPop one that was pretty similar. And then as much as I love fresh lip products, these two just, I wasn't as crazy about. So there's Buff and Pink, and then this, ew, I just need to throw this one away actually, because like this part looks kind of gross. I don't really want to give that to anyone. So that's gonna go in the trash. Here is the 5-drawer unit from Michaels. It has like wheels on it. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. This probably will go with us, and I think I might use this for like little craft things with Landon, you know, like for like hot glue, paper, all that sorts of stuff. So this just has lots of like berry and nude. I ended up doing a lot better than what I thought. There's like 24 to 25 lip products in here from like Anastasia, Ciate, Makeup Geek, MAC, like these purple slate colors and navy blues that I'm never gonna use. What else? Maybelline, just a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, first drawer, pretty good, pretty good. So hopefully we just stay on this roll. I still haven't even filled the first tub of stuff that I'm keeping. Next up we have drawer number 2. This is pretty much, I think, all reds as well as like a couple of weird colors, like this green ColourPop one. Why Dana? I'm not quite sure. So we're gonna tackle this one, and then the next drawer I think is gonna be pretty much all keep stuff, because that's like new PR and things that I want to do videos on. Drawer number 2, getting rid of 31 lip products. Once again, it's just like a hodgepodge of stuff. Revlon, Makeup Forever, Butter London, Tarte, Palladio, Smashbox. This one was really pretty, but I was like, okay, how many reds, Dana? Makeup Geek. What is this? Prestige, Milani, It Cosmetics, Dior. So I did pretty good with that drawer. Over on this side, this is the shorter, squattier Alex unit that I was talking about. I way prefer this one just because the drawers are super wide, and I feel like you can like see further back on these. Then I have this little thing, which I love. It's like one whole piece. So I have a ton of ColourPop, pretty much all glosses and liquid lipsticks in this. I could probably just tape the drawers and keep everything in it, but at this point, I just want all my makeup in bin. So I'm gonna just go through this quickly, and then we'll go through these, and then I think I'm pretty much done with makeup. That honestly wasn't too bad. I'm sure this vlog is already like a million years long though. I don't even know if you'd actually call this a vlog. Whatever. Okay, let's do this. This is dark, I can tell, but this is all what's going in the giveaway pile. These just need to go in the trash. They're old, and then this is what I am keeping. I know, excessive, but that's just me. So we're done with that. Now we're gonna go ahead. Honestly, I don't think there's really anything that needs to be decluttered from here because I've already decluttered this twice now. I don't really know how many things will be decluttered from this entire unit because I have already gone through this quite, yeah, actually I've already gone through all of these. So I'm just gonna give you guys a skim over of this, and if I do end up getting rid of anything from any of these drawers, I'll show you guys. Like this drawer is definitely excessive. It's just a ton of bronzers, but bronzers and highlighters because those are my favorites. This is all blushes, and then these are palettes, which, yeah, I realize it's a lot, but with being a YouTuber, it's nice to have that variety and to go back on things to like refer to whenever doing comparison videos. Everything ended up fitting into 2 bins, except well, I guess technically it's going to be 3 bins because I still have to pack these remaining palettes as well as the makeup that I'm just using day to day on my filming desk table thing right now. And I did end up decluttering quite a bit more out of this, so that's exciting. So I think overall I'll throw this into the bin that I'm letting friends and family go through. That way you guys can see how much I'm really getting rid of, plus like the 34 pounds that I've already told y'all about. Plus, look who I FaceTime. So it is now the next day. Are we gonna focus? Whoa. Yeah, July 10th, 4:49. I got all of the gold wall decals off the wall. I pulled off one of these shelves. I have to do this next one, then cover it with putty. I don't know why, but it's like I'm making more of a mess. Like, I hate this bedding. I don't know what I was thinking when I got it. Like, obviously it was functional during the time, but I like hate it now. So that is going to be donated. A lot of this stuff, it's like I know what's happening to it, but it's like I'll start in one section and then go to the next. The closet is pretty much all ready. I have 2 bins full of stuff. That bottom one isn't makeup though, that's just like random office things. Backup skincare, like I probably don't need to keep these, but I mean, they're just so cute. Those Too Faced roller skates. I have all the drawers emptied out. I'm doing like my desk now. Yeah, so now I'm sitting here like decluttering eyeliners. All of these are nothing but eyeliners, except for this bottom drawer. This is like brow stuff, which is ridiculous. And then I went through my lip liners. Why is it that I can't get rid of any lip liners? Like, I think I got rid of, this is embarrassing. I think overall I got rid of like 25, and there's still this many. So that's like from Makeup Forever, ColourPop, but I don't know. I feel like this one is going to have to be something that I tackle whenever we get to the new house, just because that's a lot to like go through and sort. But yeah, I'm gonna go through, get rid of a ton of these eyeliners, and I'll just show you what I'm getting rid of. And then I have all those brushes to like clean and pack. It's so dark in here right now. I apologize, but I didn't feel like turning the lights on. Also, this is such a lifesaver if you're packing. Get a tape gun. This thing was like $8 or $9 at Walmart. I know, I'm sure you guys have all seen one of these before, but I promise it's so much easier to pack up and like build boxes. I decided it would probably be easier if I broke them down just by colors. Y'all, these are just blue eyeliners. When do I ever even wear blue eyeliner? I mean, I have like in my lower lash line, but why I have this many, I don't know. So like I can get rid of at least half of these. I'm also watching Serene Wu just to keep me company. She does this series called like Makeup Bag Mondays, where she kind of like goes through and does weekly reviews. Love it. I'll link her channel down below if you guys haven't seen her before. I definitely recommend checking out her channel. So after going through and doing some swatching, this is what I'm keeping, and then this is what I'm getting rid of. And then we have the greens, kind of like greens and aquas. This one looks so pretty. I already know I'm going to keep these. These dual-ended pencils from Estee Edit are so ridiculously creamy, and they work great on the waterline. Finished up this entire cube. This is one of the 5-drawer ones from Muji. So here is the entire box of everything that I'm getting rid of, and then here is what I'm keeping. Obviously still a lot, but I mean, I pretty much downsized it by half, as well as a bag that just had to be thrown away because it was expired things. So this is all just eyeliners, like black, brown, look at this, colored liners and brow stuff, and then things that I can pass along to friends and family. I don't really even know if I want to declutter those brushes, like just because, I don't know, I'm like, I may want some of those later. That might be a project that needs to be done like once I actually move.